Hello dear student, this is Kaushal Prasad Srivastava from Jagran Public School Varanasi. Today I am going to explain control and coordination in plants. In my previous video we have talked about animal control and coordination. How exactly in animal we are able to see control and coordination, reflex action and neuron. How the nerve impulse is carried, right? Have you ever wondered how exactly in case of plant they are able to respond to stimulus? So we know that responding to stimulus is a characteristic feature of living organisms, right? We have seen in the chapter life processes. So how exactly these plants are able to show response to stimulus? Do they really show response to stimulus, right? Yes, of course they show response to stimulus, but it is quite slow. Okay, if we consider the animal, they have got electrical impulse for transportation of messages. On the other hand, in case of plant, they have got certain chemical for transfer of messages. Let us start control and coordination in plants. Unlike animals, plants do not have a nervous system. Plants use chemical means for control and coordination. Many plant hormones are responsible for various kinds of movements in plant. Movements in plant can be divided into two main types: tropic movement and nastic movement. Tropic movement is a directional movement and nastic movement is a non-directional movement. Tropic movement. The movements which are in a particular direction in relation to stimulus are called tropic movement. Tropic movement happen as a result of growth of plant part in a particular direction. There are four types of tropic movement: geotropic movement, phototropic movement, hydrotropic movement, and thermotropic movement. Geotropic movement. The growth in a plant part in response to gravity is called geotropic movement. Root usually show positive geotropic movement, that is, they grow in the direction of gravity. Stem usually show negative geotropic movement. As we can see in the diagram, root show positive geotropic movement and shoot show negative geotropic movement. Phototropic movement. The growth in a plant part in response to light is called phototropic movement. Stems usually show positive phototropic movement, while root usually show negative phototropic movement. If a plant is kept in a container in which no sunlight reaches and a hole in the container allows some sunlight, then the stem finally grow in the direction of the sunlight. This happens because of a higher rate of cell division in the part of a stem which is away from the sunlight. As a result, the stem bends towards the light. The higher rate of cell division is attained by increased secretion of plant hormone, that is auxin, in which it away from the sunlight. As we can see in the diagram, the plant grow towards the source of light. Okay. Hydrotropic movement. When roots grow in the soil, they usually grow towards the nearest source of water. They show a positive hydrotropic movement, and the phenomenon is known as hydrotropism. As we can see in the diagram, root grow towards the source of water. That is called hydrotropic movement. Thigmotropism movement. The growth in a plant part in response to touch is called thigmotropism movement. Such movements are seen in the tendril of climbers. The tendrils grow in a way so as it can coil around a support. As we can see in the diagram, the differential rate of cell division in different parts of the tendril happen due to the action of auxin. So this is the thigmotropism movement. Nastic movement. The movement which do not depend on the direction from the stimulus act are called nastic movement. For example, when someone touches the leaf of mimosa, the leaf droops. The drooping is independent of the direction from which the leaves are touched. Such movement usually happen because of a changing water balance in the soil. When leaves of mimosa are touched, the cells in the leaves lose water and become flaccid, resulting drooping of leaves. This is the flow chart of coordination in plant, in which there are two different types of movement that we had already discussed: tropic movement and nastic movement. Tropic movements are directional movement, nastic movements are non-directional movement. Tropic movement can be phototropic, that is movement towards light; geotropic, movement towards gravity; chemotropic, movement towards chemical, that is growth of pollen tube on the stigma; hydrotropic, that is movement towards water. Plant hormones. Plant hormones are chemical which help to coordinate growth, development, and responses to the environment. There are various types of plant hormones are auxin, gibberellin, cytokinin, abscisic acid.
Auxin. Auxin is a plant hormone produced in the stem tip that promotes cell elongation, that we have already discussed in a previous slide, that it involves in the growth of a stem in phototropism and thigmotropism. Gibberellin are plant hormone that regulate growth and influence various developmental processes, including stem elongation, germination, flowering, enzyme induction, and leaf and fruit senescence. Cytokines are a class of plant growth substances, that is a phytohormone that promote cell division or cytokinesis in plant roots and shoot. They are involved primarily in cell growth and differentiation, but also affect apical dominance, axillary bud growth, and leaf senescence. Abscisic acid inhibit growth, cause wilting of leaves. It promotes closing of stomata, thereby reducing the water loss. Thank you for watching this video. Dear student, I sincerely hope that this video will help you to understand coordination in plant. See you next. Till then, goodbye and thank you.